Welcome to Baltimore Ravens Superlatives. These are the three best things or the three best outcomes to me that came out of the 2023 NFL season. Now, the season did not end the way that we all wanted, the way that we all hoped, or the way that we all believed things were going to be. But hopefully, we have built a solid foundation for the future. And hopefully we can build on this foundation to get the Ravens where they need to be. Hopefully this can be a repeat of the 2011 and 2012 season where the Ravens just missed the Super Bowl. And then the next season they went to New Orleans and won it all. So we'll discuss this coming up next. As the NFL season has entered its lull, and right now it's a dead period where there's not much news going on, things sprinkled here and there, we have reached the point where teams can assign the franchise tag to players. Now we're one step closer to NFL free agency, and we're another step closer to the NFL draft. But until then, we got to find something to talk about. So today I'm going to talk about the three positives that came out of this season. Now for me, the first positive that came out of this season was we found a Robin to our Batman. In 2022, the Ravens traded for Roquan Smith, and in last offseason signed him to a 5-year extension, meaning we will have Roquan's services until the 2027 season. Not coincidentally, Roquan's 2 All-Pro, 2 Pro Bowl seasons have come in Baltimore. But not only with this acquisition, like I said, we found him his Robin. We found the 2 cornerstones to this defense. We found those 2 iconic players, a la the 2000 Ravens with Ray Lewis and Ed Reed. Can this be the new combination? Are these 2 going to go down as the second best defensive duo in Ravens history? And of course, I'm talking about safety Kyle Hamilton. As well as Kyle Hamilton played last season, this was truly a breakout year. I think under Mike Macdonald's scheme, he was the glue that held everything together. Now, Roquan may have been its most inspirational player. He may have arguably been the best player. But I think the Swiss Army knife, that being of Kyle Hamilton, he allowed Macdonald to do some things with his defense that he previously couldn't do in the season before. Just his versatility off the line and in coverage, and it allowed the Ravens to become the number 1 scoring defense in the league, also number 1 in sacks and number 1 in turnovers caused. And the biggest turnover to me was the one against Deshaun Watson versus the Cleveland Browns, where Kyle Hamilton just strutted his stuff into the end zone. So having this paired together for at least the next 2 years, and then in 2026, if the Ravens decide to franchise tag Kyle Hamilton, that's at least 3 seasons that we have a sound basis for this defense, and they can build around that. So with the emergence of Kyle Hamilton becoming a superstar in the NFL, that is the first good thing to come out of this season for me. The second positive to come out of this last season is Lamar Jackson's passing. Once again, Lamar Jackson showed the NFL and possibly even the Baltimore Ravens he is a complete quarterback. I don't believe in coincidences. I believe certain things are meant to be, certain things are what they are, certain things are what they're going to be. And if you look at it, the 2 seasons that they allowed Lamar Jackson to become a passer, he won the MVP both times. It's close from being 2-time unanimous, but MVP nonetheless. I know that he's not going to send that trophy back. So with Lamar Jackson coming into the season, being doubted upon with a brand new contract, he went out and set a career high in completion percentage and passing yards. He upped his completion percentage to 67.2% and passed for 3,678 yards. Once again, without having that dynamic pass catcher on his team, he still came close to 4,000 yards passing, even sitting out a game. So with the Baltimore Ravens going out and getting a truly offensive-minded, passing concept-having offensive coordinator that allowed Lamar Jackson to do what he does best, and that is go out there and make plays. Could they have gotten a better offensive coordinator that was a little more creative? Possibly. Could they have gotten him more weapons to even bump his numbers up more? Most definitely. But with this being the first season in Monken's offense and the limited weapons that he had, I think Lamar Jackson did an outstanding job this season, and I can't wait to see what is to come. Now the last, but most important thing that came out to me from the Baltimore Ravens 2023 season is, it's gotta be, the Baltimore Ravens made it to the AFC Championship. Now for a lot of us, that was a true bummer that we could not advance past the Chiefs and go to face the 49ers. But hopefully what this signifies is the Ravens are headed in the right direction. Lamar Jackson got another playoff victory under his belt, so that quieted some of the doubters just for that time being. But also what he did was he proved that he can get to the championship game and compete. As poorly as we played offensively, the Ravens were still in the game. As many mistakes as this team made, lead, we still had a chance to tie the game or even win it late into the fourth quarter. Now, to those that think, oh man, this is truly a disappointment, like we didn't go as far as we should have. We were the #1 team in the league, the best team by far, but we fell short of expectations. Remember when the season started? Remember when Lamar Jackson first signed his contract? I personally remember people on Twitter, people on Facebook, people on YouTube, people in the media saying that anything less than an AFC Championship game would be a total bust of a season for Lamar Jackson. Now he took those expectations and he accomplished them, but it is not enough. But for me, I'm not happy about it, but I am glad that Baltimore got to host its first AFC Championship game in team history. So let's hope this is the start of a trend where the Ravens make championship game after championship game after championship game and end up winning a Super Bowl. The best teacher to me is experience, and Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs, they have plenty of it. They have been in the AFC Championship game 6 seasons in a row, and I think that is one of the things that helped propel them over the Ravens. Now we have experience. Now we know what to expect. Now we know the speed and intensity of the game, even though it is only football. You cannot fathom what something is going to be like or how a situation is going to become until you are actually in it. And we've been in it, so now is our time to overcome. Appreciate you for hanging out with me for this quick video. Don't forget to share with your friends. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you are aware when I come out with new videos. It's a dead season, but I guarantee you I'm going to be coming up with some stuff. I got some videos in the works, I got some things in mind. I've been taking my magic mind, shout out LBAC, and my focus is laser sharp. So make sure you come back to the channel, and appreciate you all once again. Until next time, it's your boy.